Hello retro gamers, while we're currently working on a video about the GB300, today we're taking a quick detour back to the SF2000 with a short, somewhat requested tutorial on how to edit game lists. Of course, we can add games directly into the ROMs folder, but this means the game won't necessarily be in its dedicated category, and we also won't be able to add images or rename it. So let's quickly look at how we can do this using a dedicated tool, namely the GB300 SF2000 tool. I'll search for our tool using a search engine like Google, but I'll also add a download link in the description for a faster method. This tool can also be used for the GB300 as the name suggests, but it only works for version 2 of the software. In fact, the video we're currently working on for the GB300 is about updating it to the second version. But getting back on track, let's insert the card into a PC we'll use for this operation and download the tool. This step finishes quickly because our file isn't very large. So now we'll extract the archive into a separate folder and launch it. After it starts, we need to select the working drive, which in our case is drive letter G, assigned to the used SD card. Then we press start and we find ourselves in a menu with many options, including a fix for the bootloader and even trying to add dummy files if our device won't boot due to the well-known bug. But the purpose of our video today is managing game lists, so we'll click on the system where we want to add a game or edit the existing list, in our case it's Super Nintendo, and here we see a list of all the current games. From here we can manually change the order by dragging games up or down, or we can sort them by pressing the alpha sort button. Looking through the Super Nintendo list, we notice that when it comes to Mortal Kombat, we only have the first two games, so we'll now add Mortal Kombat 3. For this, we need to have the ROM file already available in our PC. We press Add and select it. In some cases, we need to choose the core we want to use, with those having a plus in front being the ones that are suggested by the tool. Then we press OK and the game is added to the card at the end of the list. Of course we can move it up or down as we like, but we'll do an automatic sort to place it next to the other versions of Mortal Kombat. Theoretically, we can now close the application and insert the card into the device, and our game will be available. However, we will also add an image prepared beforehand and rename the game. Just as an example, I removed the extension in the application to show that the arrow in front of the name disappeared, meaning that if we leave the game like this, it will no longer start or may even freeze the OS. So let's add the .sfb extension back into the game name, and now the arrow has reappeared and the game will start. Don't worry, the extension will not be visible in the SF2000 menus. Finishing this, let's see if everything happened as we wanted. For this, of course, we need to remove the card from the PC and insert it back into the device. Turn it on, and in the Super Nintendo category, we now have Mortal Kombat 3 with the name we gave it, without the extension we had to leave there, and with the image we've added. If we press start on its name, the game starts and we can enjoy the newly added ROM. That's it for this short tutorial. Hope it was useful, and as usual, until next time we wish you happy retro gaming.